Welcome everyone to the Learning Tube. This is Ava and back with another Learning Tube session. Today we're going to talk a little bit about strategies that you can use in your business to set yourself up for success. We are almost approaching the end of the year. Yes, it's December tomorrow, and you know when December comes, January is right there, waiting to start the new year. And this is the time of year that you need to think about how am I going to do things differently in my business to make things better than they were the previous year. Now, before we dive in there, just reminding you that all the replays are posted in the Facebook group and they're also sent out via email. Let's jump into the group and see what was going on in this group. If you're not in the Learning Tube group, let me drop the link here so that you can join the group and be a part of engaging and asking questions. The group is only as active as you make it. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right link for the group. Let me just copy it over here. And all right, so here we are in the group. I'm going to be copying the link so that you can join the group if you're not in it as yet. Join the Learning Tube Facebook group. I'm assuming everybody here is in the group already, right? Yes? All right, so what's going on in the group? Let's see. So we have our regular reminder post and letting you know about today's session. Then we have a welcome post here for new members. We have a tube tip, and this one is a GIF, however you want to pronounce it. So this is telling you that partnerships cultivate progress. Who thinks that's true? Partnerships cultivate progress. Do you think that it's best to work on your own or work along with someone else? People have varying opinions on that, but we think partnerships cultivate progress. And we see some people communicating on this, letting them know they agree as well. All right. And here we're looking on another tube tip. Consistency breeds growth. Just be consistent. Sometimes we are doing the things we should and we say, oh, nothing is happening, and then we just give up. We're not consistent. So consistency definitely breeds growth. So pay attention to the tube tips that we post in the group and engage with them so we can know your thoughts or agreements with anything that's going on with the particular tube tips. All right, so as I said, today we're going to talk a little bit about freelance forward. Key strategies for elevating your online business today. Based on the time of year, this is the time we need to think about what's the way forward. What are we going to do differently next year to have more success or even have success for those who may not have had success for this year in their business? So you want to make sure you're preparing for the success for the new year. What does it mean? You have to take stock of your business. Set specific goals. It's always good to have a plan, goals as to what you want to do so that you can tick them off when you have achieved each goal. Have a plan so that you have something to follow. So we're going to talk about some of those strategies, and I'm going to ask you yourself to share with me what you have been doing. All right, so Fiona says partnerships are great. However, some people start to get greedy when they see influx of money. I've lost a few partnerships this year. Now, unfortunately, human element comes in with certain things, but you can't let that deter you from actually having partnerships in the future. Now, the first thing you want to do, you need to assess your current status. You can't change if you don't look at what's going on now. What's working now, what's not working. So you have to evaluate your business. Assess your current business strategy and evaluate what's working and what's not to help you build a solid foundation for the future. So based on your business now, what do you think is working? Because we always want to think about the positive. What's working in your business? Give me an idea. What's working in your business right now? For me, I think what's working in my business right now is that I am making sure that my communication is as best as it can be when it comes to explaining clearly what clients need and based on the task that they want to accomplish, giving them realistic expectations. You never want a client to think that this can be done, but it really can't be. As in, they have ideas, but you want to make sure that you give them realistic expectations of what's possible based on the kind of service that you're offering. So what are you doing in your business that you think is working right now? That's something that you don't want to change. Let me know in the chat. You also want to look at what's not working. What's not working? What isn't working? What do you think you need to do a bit different in how you tackle what you're doing in your business? So for me, I'm not having as much of an online presence in my varying services as I think I need to. So I need to definitely be more consistent with how I show up online, how I promote my services and put myself out there online, and also building my portfolio. Remember, we talked about that in a previous session, building your online portfolio. How can you go about doing that? Steps that you can do to build your portfolio online. So Fiona, you're saying referrals by word of mouth work for you. Yes, I love that. Nothing beats referrals, because when somebody is hearing from someone else that, hey, I use this service and it works for me, that's definitely a motivator to work with that particular person. Word of mouth can make or break a business. Do you agree? If someone didn't have a good experience with a business, best believe if they tell others, they're going to say, really? You know, I was thinking about trying that, but because of your experience, I don't think I'm going to tackle that at all. So remember that word of mouth definitely can make or break a business. So Deborah, you're saying you need to be more consistent and also more present online. Same for me. Same, we're in the same boat. Antoinette, you're saying I'm new, haven't started any business as yet, but you're not seeing the chat. So you're not going to see other person's comments. I will see everyone's and I will see yours, but you won't see others. All right. So you're new. So what's your interest? What do you have interest in starting? It's good to fool around and play around in varying areas to find where you truly belong. People feel that when you're starting your business, where you start is where you're going to end. That's definitely not the case. Or it could be, but it doesn't, nothing is wrong if you change from what you started with. When I just started being an online freelancer, I started out doing transcription services mostly, and I've migrated more into doing services that require more technical tools to be used to do the service, like file conversion and video editing. So it doesn't mean that how you start, you have to end up that way, or how you start and you're still doing that. That's fine, because you found your niche from the beginning, but you can change. And that's the freedom of having your own business. You can change as you wish and offer what you feel comfortable doing. So I got some what's working and what's not working. So having evaluated that, identify areas for improvement. So take a critical look at your business practices and processes to identify areas where you could make improvements, streamline workflows, and increase efficiencies. So when you look through how you're going through your processes for whatever you're doing in your business, is it efficient? Are you doing the most to be efficient and effective? Could you do something else to speed up your process? Remember, time is money. So if you're taking too long to do something, could you make that process faster? So for me, with my video editing process, I realized that the more organized I was with my video editing items, like the video clips and the sound and images or anything that I'm using in the video, that made my video editing process much faster because I knew where everything was. When I just started out, I had stuff all over the place. So something was in this folder, something was on a desktop, something was in this other area, and that just made the process not organized, all over the place. If I needed to make any changes, I had a lot of problems. So you need to analyze what you're doing now and see, does it need to be better? Can it be better? Can it make things better? Can you streamline your workflow? With all your workflow, you need to always try to make sure you have a workflow that is the best way to do the particular task, the fastest way to do the task. Now, obviously, trial and error is what gets you to the best workflow, but you have to always analyze, is this the best way to be doing this? Could I do this better? Even ask person's opinions, because sometimes I may be doing a particular thing and I ask my husband, does this make sense to you? Or I'm doing this. And he may give his opinion and say, you know what? Maybe try this. And I say, you know what? That really cut my time. I cut 10, 15 minutes off of the process I was doing. And if you can cut time off of your process, of your workflow, that's the ideal thing. So you want to look and see, what are your practices? What are you doing? So I'm going to put the question to you. Based on what you're doing now, do you think you can improve your processes based on how you're going about things now? Is there room for improvement? And what do you think those improvements can be? All right, so Antoinette, you're saying you're thinking about, you have a t-shirt line in mind with motivational words on them, and I will target men, women, and children. That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. And you can do that as a print on demand service too. All right, so Debbie, you're saying you're working on that every day. Definitely. And Debbie, I know what you do for your video making process, and you know that you based on what you're doing, each time you do it, you can try different things to make sure that, all right, am I doing it the way that makes me move faster, complete the project in a shorter time frame than if I do it this way. You should always try to be completing things as soon as you can, not to say you're rushing, but making sure that you are utilizing and being effective with the time that you're allotting to these tasks. All right, so Janine, you say I'm a digital marketing consultant. All right, that's amazing. So how can you, or based on what you're doing now, are there any improvements you think you can do to streamline your workflow, etc.? All right, so Fiona, you're saying have a bot to answer question and answer on my website would be helpful. All right, yeah, that sounds great. So instead of you having, so right away you can, if anybody has any particular questions about what they're viewing, they will get an answer right away instead of having to wait to maybe send an email somewhere else and things like that. People like to get their questions answered as quickly as possible. So you want to set specific and achievable objectives. So establish clear, specific goals for the coming year that are grounded in data and aligned with your long-term vision for your business. So when you now make the specific goal, tell someone the goal. I know some people don't really like to share their goals, but have some sort of accountability partner that will hold you, yes, accountable for getting these things done. So if I said, okay, I want to make sure that I am showing up online once a week by having a live on Facebook, it would be good if I have an accountability partner that says, hey, Ava, remember you're to go live tomorrow. Do you have everything set up? So on, so on, so. So sometimes when you speak it to someone else, you feel more obligated to get things done. It puts more pressure on you to get it done because you said, hey, I'm going to do this. And then you have not done it. You have not kept your word. All right, so Janine, you have by having a CRM and client portal for better communication. Yes, always communicating with your clients is ideal. You never want to let people wait too long to get feedback on anything that they have asked you about. Now, having gone through all of this, you're going to implement these strategies and tactics. How are you going to go about doing all of that? What am I going to do? So this is definitely true with what's going on now. Explore emerging trends. Stay on top of emerging trends in online freelancing, from new collaboration tools to new project management methodologies and everything in between. As we know, every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every millisecond, does it seem like a new tool is coming out? Every millisecond? Or is it just me? Give me a one. Does it seem like a tool you get up today and there's an AI for that? There's another tool for that. Like, there's so many tools. There's a tool here, everywhere. There's a tool. There's a tool every day. We see a new tool, and that's good. But that can cause overwhelm, can't it? But try not to be overwhelmed. Try to analyze the varying tools that come about and see which ones suit you, and if they suit your business. As in, is it easy to learn the particular tool? Is it something that will benefit your business and your workflow? Always look at that. So new collaboration tools. So it's good to have tools that you can work with other people in. We know that Google Suite is a tool that allows a lot of collaboration. So you have Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Docs, where you can have collaboration. In this Learning Tube session, we've actually had where we're on in the document at the same time, doing all sorts of stuff. So that's good to be able to collaborate in a particular tool to work together. Project management tools. I think there was even a learning tube. Let me go over here. I think I remember seeing a learning tube thing that was put here about some tools that are available for that. So here we have Trello and Asana. These are examples of some tools that you can use for project management as well, or just for basic organization for your business. Trello and Asana, you can check them out. So look and see which tools are out there that you can use for these varying things. Now, I love extensions and I love Google Chrome. Who loves Google Chrome? Are you a Google Chrome browser fanatic like myself? So what I did, I love extensions and I like to know what new extensions are out there, or just extensions on a whole. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, an extension gives your browser, in this case, Google Chrome browser, more functionality. Depending on the browser, it may be called add-on, extensions, plugin. It depends on what the browser that you're using. But for Google Chrome, they call it extensions. So Debbie, you have so many. Let me see. I have so many too. Let me go to mine. So I can actually, this actually shows all the extensions I have right now. I keep on changing them. Let me see which ones I have now, if I can find them. All right, so these are the ones I have now. I have this one called AdBlock Plus, Adobe Acrobat, PDF, and so on. AIPRM for GPT, ChatGPT. Awesome. As you notice, some of these that you see are off. You can turn on and off your extension. So what I did, this puzzle icon here allows me to click it and I can go and manage my extensions to see which ones I have. So anyone that has the button off, it means it's disabled. It's still on my computer, but it's not enabled to have any function at the moment. So I have one called Checker Plus for Gmail, Compose AI, Easy Color Picker. As you notice below it, it tells you what the extension does and all these things. So you see all of these, everywhere, all of these. All right, so those are the ones that I have right now. I change them from time to time. But I have this website that I found that's actually listing out 80 plus best Chrome extensions for 2023. I'm going to share it with you. And your homework would be go through and try out these extensions and see which one seems to be one that you would want to add to your browser to increase the functionalities. I'm just going to write Google Chrome extensions. I'm going to show you how you get the extensions on for those who have no idea how to do so. So as I said, extensions add functionality to your browser, as in more to it. You can do more with the browser. So to get an extension installed, you first look for it. So you go to the Chrome Web Store. So I'm just searching Chrome Web Store. And usually it's the first one right here. So I'm going to click it. And we saw that one of them was called Compose AI. So I just search for it, Compose AI, press enter. It's going to show me which ones it has right here. All right, so this is the one, Compose AI. It's a writing tool. So I click it and it's going to take me here. Now it says this item is inactive because I have disabled it at the moment. But right here it says remove from Chrome because I already have it installed. But let me look for one that I don't have installed so I can show you what to do. So this one says Open AI Chat GPT for Twitter. So if I click on it, it has add to Chrome. So when I add to Chrome, it's going to tell me that it's installing it, but after I click add extension. So it's going to go through the motion. Sometimes it may open a website and ask you to sign in. You have to go through those motions, sign in, create an account. Some of them require that, but not all. But you will notice that after you sign up and create your account and all these good stuff, you'll see the extension pop up here at the top. Now, if you don't see it here, the ones you do see here are ones that are pinned, meaning I use them frequently, so I pin them here so I have easy access. But this puzzle icon piece allows me to look and see what I have, and anyone that you don't see in color for the pin, if I click it, it will pin it up here so I can get access to it. So any extension that you want to use all the time or you use all the time and you want to access it easily, you click this puzzle icon and you come here and you can pin the ones you want to use. So that's just to give you some more information about leveraging the technology that you have out there, different technologies, different websites. That's just the browser, making the browser more functional. But there's so many other things we can do. You can look and see what new AI tools are out there that can help you in your business, right? What new AI tools are out there that can help you in your business. So one of the ones I use to look for new AI tools is opentools.ai. Now, this allows you to search for varying AI tools. You can create an account. You know, they always like you to create an account, and then you're able to search for the AI tool that you're interested in. Let me see if I have my account created here. Did I just sign up with Google? I'm not sure if that's what I had done. All right, so here you can look and see all the AI tools that were added today. And you can scroll down and look, you see Claude, all these. If you want to search based on a category, suppose you want a productivity AI tool, you can click on productivity and it shows you the ones that are here. Marketing, it shows you the ones that are here. You get the drift. And you can sort it based on dates, most liked, all these different things. And you can sort it based on free, freemium, and all these other things here. So let me share this link in the chat. So these are just some websites that you can visit to see how can you utilize the varying tools that are out there to improve your business. How can you do that? All right, so you have two websites there. That's your homework to go through and see which one of these, which extensions can make my browser more functional to help me speed up my workflow process, and which of these AI tools can I use in my business, either to make it more efficient or to actually even offer a service that's around it. So that's your homework. Give me a 2 if you got that. Have you got that? Right? That's your homework. You're going to go through that and see, do your research, see which AI tools can be utilized in your business and which Chrome extension. I think just find about 5 that maybe you like. It showed you 80 and it showed you based on different categories. In case you didn't see it, it shows you based on AI, productivity, security, social media, SEO, new tab, content sourcing, and blogging. So it did it in categories for you. So if you're interested in Chrome extensions that are AI related, you click on that and it shows you. So you have Compose AI. And by the way, look at the rating. So when you click on it and it will take you to the particular tool, look at the rating that you see. So some of them you'll see a rating on it. Some of them will take you to the actual website that has the extension, but you can search for the Chrome extension in the Chrome store where you'll see the rating for it. So you see that this one got a 4.1 out of 5, just to see what other people say about it, just to get an idea. Obviously, I would suggest the test for yourself, but you can actually look and see what other persons say. If it got like 1 out of 5, I wouldn't even bother looking on it, but just to get an idea of what others have said. So those two websites that was from HubSpot is telling you about the Chrome extensions, and OpenAI is telling you about those. All right. So yes, I had put those links in the chat. Adrian, can you copy them and drop them again for me so that the new persons coming on can get to see it? So did OpenTools.ai allow you to find the HubSpot? No, it didn't. I searched for the HubSpot. I searched for this for myself to find out the actual Chrome extensions that may be out there. So I searched for that myself. All right. So let's go back here. So that's all about the whole leveraging new platforms and technologies, looking on the explore emerging trends. So those two websites can start you off with that. But obviously it's not the only thing. but it's a start. What you need to remember is that with this process of preparing for being successful in your online business, starting up something for the new year, you need to make sure that you know it comes with a lot of work, preparation, but the ultimate payoff is always worth it once you are successful in whatever you're doing. So here it says adopt effective marketing strategies, develop a comprehensive digital marketing strategy that leverages social media, SEO, and other tactics to grow your business and attract new clients. So we saw that some of those AI tools were categorized by SEO. So you can look and see, is there any AI, any tool there for extension there for SEO that could help me with this process? Now, ChatGPT can help you with this. Develop a comprehensive digital marketing strategy that leverages social media. Talk to it, ask it, come up with a digital marketing strategy for whatever kind of business. Let's even see what it does. I'm going to go into ChatGPT. I'm using GPT-4. Let's even play around with it a little. So I'm going to ask it, create. It's very simple. I'm not diving into it. I just want to show you that you can get things from it. So create a simple, I'm going to say a simple digital marketing plan for my online video editing business. Let's even just write it as plain as that and see what it says. Let's be simple. Let's see what it actually tells me. All right, so it's going to tell you the generic things, look at your target audience, develop a strong brand identity, optimize your website, do content marketing. So I can ask it specifically about like the content marketing. So when it says start a blog and so on, let's take out this little part here for the content marketing and ask it to give me some more details. So give me some more details about the following and write an example. So let's see what it does here. So it's giving me some more details about starting a blog, all these stuff. So it's breaking it down for me, what I can do to do the blog. So you can be as more specific as you want with the particular thing. You can play around with it and get the type of answers that you want. This may not be what I want, but you would have the time to fool around with it, play around with it, and let it know specifically what you want. All right, so here's giving me an example of the blog post. So 5 essential tips to enhance your video editing skills. So remember, I'm asking it about the video editing, letting persons know that that's what I offer. So it's giving me an example of how I can write the blog to let people have some value and some information about these different things. All right, so that's just an example. So just use ChatGPT, play around with it, and any other thing that can help you. All right, so I just put in a simple prompt, Charlene. It wasn't that much, but I'll copy it. It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. I was just looking and seeing what exactly it would give me to show you that you can go in and fool around with it. All right, so this is the prompt that I used. The prompt that I used. So that's what you're going to do about the digital marketing to get some ideas if you need them. All right. Let's see. Okay. Is there an AI tool for creating ad copies that follows the guidelines, such as for Facebook? You can let ChatGPT know. So to create an ad following Facebook guidelines and then tell it what you want the ad to have. So tell ChatGPT which platform you want the ad to be written for. Now, obviously, there may be things that it may not be fully aware of if there's anything new to the platform, but it can give you a starting point. Or if you have what the requirements are, you can upload that to ChatGPT. If you have GPT-4, you can upload an actual PDF with content and tell it to write an ad based on the guidelines that are shown in the PDF that you uploaded, things like that. All right. So here we are. So you're going to be adopting effective marketing strategies. Use AI to help you. Listen, we have AI to help us. So we don't need to be busting our brains. Obviously, we're going to add our points to it, but you have a starter. Are there any tools to write press releases, newsletter? ChatGPT. ChatGPT is basically the all-around AI tool for all these things. So let's go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to open a new chat. So I'm going to say, create a newsletter for persons who are interested in learning how to create an online business. Be sure to include tips for success and tools that they may need along the way. Let's see what it gives us. All right, so the subject says unlock your online business potential, tips, tools, and insights. So welcome to our first edition of Online Entrepreneurs Digest. It even named it for us. It says, if you're interested, if you've dreamed of starting your own online business, but aren't sure where to begin, you're in the right place. Every month, we'll bring you actionable tips, the latest tools, and real-life success stories to help you turn your business dreams into reality. So it started off by telling us now in this issue, so it has a plan for us. Getting started, your first steps to your online business, identify your niche, all these things. Tips of success, stay informed, so and so. Webinar alert, join us whenever for this webinar. So you see it's creating and giving you a guide. So let's say you didn't even want to include a webinar alert, but maybe you didn't even think about it. That in your newsletter, you can let them know, hey, I'm having a webinar about such and such. And you see it ends by saying subscribe to the Online Entrepreneurs Digest, and we're excited to so and so. All right, so you can use ChatGPT to help you in that respect. Let me know if you found that helpful, and you can fool around with it however you want to. All right, so is there one for t-shirt? So remember, with your t-shirt business, what you'll be doing is that if you're talking to the AI, you let it know what you want to do your t-shirt business. So let's say we want to create social media posts. So create a 14-day social media, or let's create 14 days of social media posts around my t-shirt business. This business will have t-shirts with motivational quotes and more. All right, so let's see what it does. It's creating some posts first. So day one, all right, it's launching so and so. So we wanted to, I'm going to tell it to do the actual post. So here it's saying share that, but let's say we wanted to write the actual post. So let's take this. Let me do another one right here, because sometimes it may not give us exactly what we want. Right, 14 social media posts for my, let's say it's an online t-shirt business. Be sure to include things, topics that will encourage engagement. All right, let's see. We're telling it to do 14 social media posts. So this post says, start your week strong with our so and so, Monday motivation. Share in the comments, all of that. Then this one says, transform your mindset. But it's missing the t-shirt business part. It's not doing it based on t-shirt. It's picking up about the motivational post part. So what you would do is let it know that you want to see more about the t-shirt, or since you know more about the content, you can tell it some ideas to put in. But notice here it's saying first T. So it says flashback to our first ever motivational tea? What's your first purchase from us? Share your memories. Now, you see, because I told it to make sure that it's engaging, it's asking feedback questions. Because what's ideal with a social media post is that you want people to interact with it. So when you ask questions and people answer them in the comments, you don't even need to pay or run any ad on that post, because when I comment on a social media post, my friends will see it. And if they comment too, their friends see it, and it's just a chain reaction. So that's what we call organic engagement. So you always want to have a post where people will want to comment. So you notice they ask questions or they do a poll, this or that, which one would you prefer? You ever see those kind of posts? And sometimes you're tempted to answer on them or write on them. That's why they're doing it, to make sure that you are engaging on it. All right. So Antoinette, you just fool around with it and just see things related to what you're doing with your business and see what it gives you. If it doesn't give you what you want, tell it to write something else. All right, so that was just an example of using ChatGPT in your business to try to develop a marketing strategy on social media and things like that. Now, you also want to master time management. Learn how to handle multiple projects at once while staying organized and focused so that you can deliver high quality work on time and on budget. So you never want to overstretch yourself. So you have to make sure that you're managing your time wisely and you're getting everything you need to get done. And we know that we have talked about in past sessions about the Pomodoro technique that you can use. So I'm going to remind you, even though we've talked about it before, if something works, we're going to mention it. All right. So let's see. All right. So let me, oh, they have an extension for that. Interesting. They have a Pomodoro extension. Okay, let me see. The Pomodoro technique. So set your timer for 25 minutes. Focus on a single task until the timer rings. When your session ends, mark off one Pomodoro and record what you completed. Then enjoy a 5-minute break and so on and so on. So let's just share this right here. This is just breaking down how you can go about the whole process. There's even a video here telling you beginner's guide to the Pomodoro technique and all these things, step 1 and so on. All right, so let me just share that right here. Okay, right, so you can check that out. So these are just things, as we said, it's telling you implement new strategies and tactics for improving your business. That's what we're looking on right here. So build your network. Right here in the Learning Tube, we have a network. If you're in the Facebook group, you're part of a network. That's why in the beginning I was saying, who's in the group? Make sure you're in the group, and don't just be in the group. Share your ideas, talk, participate. Let us know who is here. Let's see posts by other people other than ourselves. So you want to cultivate relationships with clients and collaborators to build a strong professional work network that can help you to grow your business and establish your reputation. You also want to expand your online presence. Stay visible online by establishing a robust social media presence, engaging with your target audience, and building a strong personal brand. And with having AI can help you with that, giving you ideas for posts that you can make. So once you have the plan for your 30 days worth of posts, then you can execute it and post them. Schedule the posts as well. And we've had a session in the past, Learning Tube sessions on Publer, which is a social media tool, and it has AI aspects too. So if you're interested in learning how to use that tool, you can check out that Learning Tube session, and also you can sign up for it. Publer. And sign up for Publer. It allows you to set schedule on various social media places at the same time, which is always good. For efficiency, you want to make sure that you can use one tool to do all. That's what you want. And if the tool is using AI too, that's even better. All right, so let me just share that link to sign up for Publer if you're interested in that. And check the replays in the Learning Tube session. We do have a replay that talked about this using social media, the AI tool, social media, and so on. All right. So you can check for that. And this is what it looks like. All right. So Publer, let's superhero help you manage your social media. So you can go through that, and it has all kind of stuff in there that you can check out. Schedule your social media posts and all these good stuff. So check it out and see how you can better manage your online presence. So you want to participate in online communities? Hey, hey, we have the Learning Tube, an online community. So join relevant online communities and network groups to connect with like-minded people, professionals. The Learning Tube Facebook group, talk to us, share insights and best practices, and explore new business opportunities. The Learning Tube Facebook. Can I stress that more? We have a Learning Tube Facebook that we can utilize and utilize the community. Look here. Do you see this? 3,700 members. We have a big community here that a lot of persons are not taking advantage of. So if you have not been active in the Learning Tube Facebook group, make the commitment to start doing that, networking. It just takes one, it just takes one to start this army of engagement. So make posts, let persons know what you're doing so we can have an active community. All right, so let me give you the link again. I had dropped that earlier. Join the Learning Tube Facebook group. Let me put that there. Learning Tube Facebook group. All right, so join it if you're not a part of it yet. Join the Learning Tube Facebook group and be active. So as I said, we have posts going on here. This was published by Publer. So we have our posts with our tube tips. We don't have anybody engaging on it that much, just a few comments. So let us know what you're up to. All right. So Deborah, you just joined. All right. So we will be sure to accept you into the group. All right. Great. Action taker. As Alicia always says, our money makers. Action takers are money makers. All right. So we have an online community built in already. So you already have that covered. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Improve skills and expertise. So you're going to focus on growth areas. How can you improve your skills that you have already? For me, I always said I need to learn more advanced video editing tools like Adobe Premiere Pro and things like those. What do you want to learn and upgrade with your skills? Now you have to stay up to date, because if you're stuck in what was going on and things have passed, you're behind the times. Technology is waiting on no one. So you have to make sure that you stay up to date with what's going on with technology. And of course, sometimes you have to invest in your learning as well. You may not have everything in the free area. You may have to invest to up level or level up your skills. Obviously, you want to set a budget. You don't want to go overboard, and you want to make sure that the prices that you're doing, they're clear prices and fair to the client as well, but also not undervaluing your skills and expertise. Of course, stay focused and motivated. Overcome any challenges that you may put in front of yourself too. Sometimes we're our biggest critic, we're our biggest obstacle. So make sure you're not doing that. So develop strategies for overcoming common challenges and obstacles that can crop up in the course of running your business. Have a work-life balance. We talked about that in previous Learning Tube sessions. Set boundaries that help you maintain a healthy work-life balance so that you can stay productive and focused on your goals. Prepare for unexpected changes. Anticipate disruptions and unexpected changes that can impact your business. We don't know what they are, but have some contingency plans to help you keep on track. Things can happen that you don't plan for, but I was on a previous session and the person said, have a plan B, C, and D if A doesn't work out. So basically, that's what it's saying to you. Make sure that you're prepared as best as possible. You can't be fully prepared for everything, but even having some kind of contingency plan can give you a start. All right. So let's see what's saying. So are your sites built with AI? Yes, it is with the Gamma app. Yes, it was done with the Gamma app. So this was done all with Gamma, with an idea that I put into it, and it created the information for me. Yes, we have a replay available. So once you're registered for the Learning Tube, which you are since you're here, you will get the replay via email, or you can go to the learningtube.com and there has a replay page there that you can check out the replay. All right. So conclusion. By following these strategies, you will be better equipped to prepare for success in the new year and beyond. Remember to stay flexible and adaptable along the way, and to continue evolving your strategies as your business expands and evolves over time. So is there an AI tool to create the script for your presentation? Sure, ChatGPT. So let's say I go over to ChatGPT and I'm asking it to create a script for a video for the topic. I'm going to put the same topic. Let's see what it gives us. I'm going to put the same topic that I had here. Let me go back up. So freelancing. Let's see what it gives us. Trial and error, you know. You can never know what ChatGPT will give you. So you just tell it what you want and see what you get. So create a video script. And I'm going to tell it how long I want the video. Create a script for a 15-minute video. Let's see if it can do so. Or about the topic. Or let's leave it for the topic that, and let's see what it does. Let's see what simple gives us. All right, so duration, so and so. So it's even telling me do a video montage, visual montage. All right, so here it's saying, let's delve into how the freelance landscape has evolved and what it means to you. Here it's saying the key points, but if I wanted to give me more information, I could tell it, give me more details. So you see, it's not writing out script like I want it. So I can just, when it's finished, I can tell it to write the script based on what the narrator would actually say. All right, so Ava, please remind me of the Chrome extension that groups the windows you have open on your taskbar. So remember we have one tab that will just take all the tabs I have open and put it in one place. You have that. Or are you asking about when I show that you can actually have a group of your varying tabs together in one place? For instance, since I talked about these things right here, like these three, suppose I want to put these four in a particular group, I can right click here on the tab and say add tab to new group. I'll call this resources. In the resources tab, I'll drag over, wait, it disappeared. That always happens to me. I can't tell you why. I'm always doing that wrong. All right, so resources. We can change the color. Let's do that. All right, so let's drop this over. Let's come over. I'm dragging them into the resources area. Dragging them over. So right now in this resources, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs. So if I click it, it takes them in and takes them out. Not sure if that's what you wanted or you want the one tab. All right, so you're saying it was Gamma, but I had an issue with image generation prompts. Okay, so if you're putting in your own image prompts, that's different. So you're doing more customization, but fool around with it and see what you get. Or you can actually use your own images. How do you save all your current tabs? So I do not save my tabs, but if I do, let me see what one tab will do. So if I do my one tab extension right here, what will happen? It will take all of them. It won't take the group tab. You know, this resources is still there, so it doesn't take this, but it shows all of the tabs I have open here. Now, most times if I close my browser, this one tab may still be there. Sometimes it's not, so I wouldn't guarantee, but look here. So these are, if you see right here in one tab, it's actually keeping tabs that I had open even back in November 22, right here, November 14. So let's close it. I'm going to open back the browser and check if one tab still has those. So my one tab is coming up over here, Patty, and it has all of them here. So it seems one tab is saving them. All right, yes, one tab is a Chrome extension. So you see it says what I have. I'm always collapsing. Look at all of this. I'm just looking to see how far back I have, because I'm always, so from even October, it has them. And I can just click on the one I want to pop back up and it will click it. So let's say I want the learning tube. This is my Fiverr. So if I want this to pop back up, see it here over here, it pop back up. Oh, so it's one tab. Okay, so for those who don't remember one tab, let me go on it. So Chrome extension, this is what I'm going to do to wrap up. So Chrome Store, because I use this one every day. One tab allows you to organize your tabs. So if you don't want to have all your tabs out in the open like that, one tab is the thing to use. All right, so one tab, let me see if it's one word it wants. One tab, here it is, one tab. So what one tab does, it says save up to 95% memory and reduce tab clutter. Because if we have all of these tabs open right here, you're using up your memory. Whenever you find yourself with too many tabs, click on the one tab icon and convert all your tabs to a list. That's what it did over here. So I can delete, let's say here, let's say I want to delete these. I can delete these, right? Or I can restore all of them at the same time. So if I click restore all, it's going to open back all of these. Watch. You see what's happening? So it just threw back all the tabs out there. So that option is there too. And it looks like this little icon here, a little diamond. So you can check out one tab if you don't have it as yet. All right. Alrighty, so check out one tab if you don't have it. I find it very, 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 very effective. And if I'm doing a live presentation, I usually just throw everything there. So all I do, I say, oh, I have the learning tube and I don't want all these tabs out. I only want tabs that I want to be showing. So I just click it. And all I do, I know I want the learning tube to be open. So I click back this and it will open back the learning tube Facebook page, if that's the one I had open. And I look back and I say, okay, I want my gamma presentation, if I can find it back. I think this one, oh, so my gamma, I'm going to open back my gamma presentation. And I also want Chat GPT to be open. So I just open the tabs that I want to be open for the presentation and throw everything down here. And then when I'm done with all you and I want to go back to what I was doing previously with my work, I'll just restore all by just clicking restore all. And they're all back up there, ready for me to use. As easy as that. All right, guys. Okay, so thank you so much for participating in this presentation. Remember, the replay will be available in the Facebook group as well as sent via email, and it's also found on the learningtube.com replay page. So you can check it out and watch it again. All right, guys, so have a great rest of the day. Thank you. Bye. Remember, put these things into practice. You'll be surprised how much difference you will have in your business once you have more prep work done. Okay, guys? Bye, guys.